So just like everybody else, I started my clothing brand and I failed. I failed my brand, and this is what I learned from it. So you don't make the same mistakes. So I was about 16 years old in high school when I officially wanted to start my own clothing brand. I got motivated by all the streetwear brands back in the day, like Supreme, Palace, Boulevard, Diamond, Obey, Pink Dolphin. All those brands, man, they were so sick. That motivated me to start my own clothing brand. So fast forward to 2021 when I officially launched my clothing brand. And I had no idea what I was getting into. I thought this was going to be easy. I was going to make cash left and right. I had no direction where I was going to go with this brand. And so I was just going left, right, up and down, which in reality I should have been going this way. I had no niche, no demographic, no target audience. I didn't know what my brand was going to represent. And I just poured a bunch of money into it. And it just killed my brand at the end of the day. So one major lesson that I learned from running my brand was not to do everything yourself. So the way I was running my brand was doing everything myself, fulfilling the orders by myself, creating the designs by myself, advertising, the content creation, the screen printing. And that is not possible, man. Like, I wasn't putting 100% effort into those categories. Instead, I was putting 25% in content creation, another 25% in advertisement, another 10% in graphic designer. So the quality wasn't there for those departments. Instead, I should have sent a specialist or somebody who is better equipped than I am. So for example, graphic design, I was doing it myself. I should have passed that work onto an actual graphic designer and pay him for his work that he does, because it would have came out a lot better than what I would have put out, and it would have saved me time so I can put it into marketing or advertisement for the business and brand. But I thought I was better than everybody, and I didn't want to pay up. I was being cheap, and at the end it bit me in the ass. And I see a trend going on right now with the fashion slash clothing industry, where clothing brand owners are screen printing more of their products on their own, and it's becoming more of a trend now. You see a lot more people doing it on TikTok, on Instagram. And although it is satisfying to print your own stuff and then people buying it, this is a business and you have to have a business mindset. So I'm not saying not to print your own stuff. If that's you, if you find passion for doing that, then do that. But it just depends on your goal. If you want to make a living off this brand, then maybe that's not the best way to go. Instead, leave it to a print shop to print your merch while you focus on the advertisement. And that way you have more time to actually grow the brand instead of putting time on, screen printing, making the designs. It just doesn't work if you want to grow this, business to new heights and then make a living off it. So a lot of people love the idea of creating a brand, making money, with their designs and all that. But what they don't realize is starting a brand or a business needs a big lump sum of money in the very beginning. Like, you're probably going to spend the most money in the very beginning in your business. And that's just so you can get the ball rolling. And I was so cheap, man. Like, I didn't want to spend money on ads because I was worried that ads wasn't going to generate, sales. So I was like, well, I'm going to waste my time if it's not going to bring me any sales. So I never even touched it. I didn't want to pay content creators. I didn't want to spend money on models because I thought I can just use my brother. You have to put money into this business to make it grow, to actually move forward. And that's just something I wasn't doing. I was being cheap with everything. And like I said before, I was trying to do everything myself. What helped me out was creating a spreadsheet, basically an expense spreadsheet. The money that was coming in and the money that was going out. I would set aside some of the profits and then put it towards ads or models for photo shoots. And that helped me out, so that way I can see how much money I'm making and how much money I'm spending. So don't be cheap and don't be afraid to spend money in the very beginning, because it takes money to make money. You're going to put a whole bunch of money out in the beginning, but later on it's going to make you that revenue. People want to start clothing brands now more than ever in the history of startups. And I can back that up because I print for clothing brands. I'm a screen printer. That's my business. Shameless plug. No Hands Printing on Instagram. Check me out if you want merch. But seriously, people want to start brands in their mom's basement. And that's totally fine because some people actually have the talent, passion. The problem occurs is when somebody on TikTok sees somebody else saying, I created a brand last week and made 6 figures, you can do it too. Because then now you're creating a group of people like, hey, I can start a clothing brand and make 6 figures in a week. Why not do it? And then they create the brand and it fails within a year because they walked into this thinking it's fun and easy when it's really not. It could be fun, but it ain't easy. A lot of those people walk into this without even having a passion for clothing, creativity. They just solely go into this for the money, and you should never go into anything for just the money. If you have a passion with this combined with a business mindset, the passion is going to help with consistency, and the business mindset is going to help you make the right decisions when it comes to making investments within the brand, and eventually that's going to create sustainability and growth. All right, just to give you guys a recap, because the video is now coming to an end, I know, don't cry. Don't be cheap. Have a niche target audience demographic to who you're gonna sell. Don't follow trends. And fourth, always make sure you have a passion in an industry that you're gonna walk into. It doesn't even have to be a clothing brand. If you're gonna go get into something, into a business, make sure you have a passion for it, because like I said, it will create consistency, and I truly believe consistency is the #1 key to success. Do that and you will succeed, because I went through the experience. I failed many times, but now it is my turn to pass on my knowledge to you guys so you guys can learn. And that's what my business is all about now. I print for clothing brands, companies. I also give advice, so I do counseling. If you have any questions, if you enjoyed this video, if you got any good helpful information out of this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below on what your goals are for creating a brand. I would love to hear what you guys are up to, and that's what this channel is all about: helping out startups, creating clothing brands, printing. Like I said, if you want any printed merch, I'm your guy. Come to me. DM me on Instagram at creator Lou or Louie. I'm not sure. I'll put it down in the description. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.